Two Nintendo buyers just filed a lawsuit. Their question? If tariffs caused the price hike and now the government is refunding the money, why didn't they, the customers, get a refund? Nintendo and tariffs are about to collide in a much bigger way than just pricing. Over the past year, Nintendo raised prices on the Switch 2 series and even the older Switch 1 console. And they didn't hide the reason. In investor discussions, leadership made it really clear that the tariffs was the main reason that the product costs more, which means customers weren't just paying for the product, they were paying for the tariff impact that was built into it. Now, the entire assumption is being challenged right now. The US government is preparing to return a large portion of the tariffs collected, part of a $160 billion refund, back to companies. And Nintendo is among those expected to receive it. That flips the situation completely because the extra cost that justified higher prices is no longer there. And customers have already responded. So we've got class action lawsuits that have been filed by two Nintendo buyers arguing that if tariffs were the reason the prices went up, then the refund shouldn't stay with the company. It should go back to the people who paid more. They're not guessing. They're using Nintendo's own statements where tariffs were explicitly tied to pricing. So this puts Nintendo in a really precarious position. If prices were increased by a certain percentage due to tariffs and that cost is now returned, do they lower prices, issue refunds, or keep the difference as margin? Each option leads to a different outcome. Keeping the margin strengthens short-term profits, and lowering prices affects revenue immediately. Refunding customers creates operational work, but changes how customers interpret future price increases. This is already setting a reference point. FedEx has said it will return tariff-related refunds to customers, which means expectations are no longer theoretical. Customers now have a comparison. So for you founders, this is where it becomes practical. When you raise prices and clearly link them to a specific cost, customers store that explanation. If that cost disappears and nothing changes on their end, the next time you raise prices, they don't just look at the number, they remember the pattern. So the decision isn't just about maximizing revenue today, it's about what your customers will expect from you the next time you explain a price change. Return it, reduce it, or keep it? What would you do if your customers could trace exactly why they paid more in the first place?